Are you ready?
Yes. I'm ready.
When you're dealing with business, despite the industry, the first thing that I want you to understand that you must have is a relationship. See, each and every one of you who have come here tonight, you didn't come here because you knew me necessarily, but you did know somebody. You had some type of relationship with somebody that got you to come out here at this time of night. Relationships are important. Not only are they essential, it is important for you to build healthy relationships. I'm not talking about fly by night, whatever. I'm talking about healthy relationships. Somebody say it's possible to have a healthy relationship. Can I get you to say it's possible to have a healthy relationship? Why would I ask you that question? Because there are so many people in the world who believe that nobody wants to help them. We're all in the room. Michelle, Wayne, everybody, they put this thing together. We're all in the room. So it's not that no one wants to help you. It's how do you convey your mission and your mandate? How do you explain or cast your vision? If you can't cast the vision, no one will catch it, and surely no one will run when they see it. So it's important for you to build a healthy relationship, but then to be able to cast your vision, explain your mission so that you can get people to follow you. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying?
I hear you.
It's important for you to build strong relationships. Now, after you begin a relationship, the other thing that you must do is to follow up. If you don't follow up, you might as well not have even started. It's not good enough to get the card. It's not good enough to put the phone number in your phone if you're not going to dial it. It's not good enough not to bring that person back into remembrance that you once met. Build healthy relationships. That point alone can change your whole life. You build one relationship. In the military, I'm an actual active duty military officer, and one of the great things that I appreciate about the U.S. Army is that it's given me a plethora of relationships. Relationship. Number one, I don't think that there's a state, even Wyoming, that I can go to that I don't know someone in that state. Now, I haven't got to 101 countries, but in the States, I can say there's not a state that I don't know someone in. And in this day and age with social media, there's no way that you can't set up shop and have an event and do something big in any state, because we are now connected. The second thing that I want to talk to you about is marketing. Marketing. Many people, many entrepreneurs and business owners fail to do this thing. I'm going to say this and it's going to sound funny, but I really want you to think about what I'm about to say. If you want to be heard, then you got to be seen. And if you want to be seen, then you need to be heard. If you don't market your business, who's going to market it for you? If somebody doesn't know about your product or your service, then who's going to hire you? If you're expecting to make the $1 million or the $1,000 or even start at the $100, somebody's going to have to know your name. Somebody's going to have to see your face. And entrepreneurs, business owners, speakers, experts, whatever you do, you must market. It's not an option. The other thing that I want to talk to you about, and this is something that many business owners are afraid of, it's called monetization. You're not in the business of having a business for fun. You're in a business to do business. You're in a business to make money. So you got to learn how to stay out of what many people call the friend zone, or the free zone, or the I'll do for you, you do for me zone. Because monetization is what pays the bills. Now let me help you out right here. it is important for you to have a circle or a sphere of influence, a tight sphere of influence, that your monetization may be collaboration. It is important for you to have a circle that you can go to get things done without having to spend cash. But your currency becomes the relationship, back to number one. Your currency becomes the marketing of your business. See, I heard a couple people talk about affiliates and different things going on. It's one of the best things since sliced bread. See, I can get up here and tell you all about me, but the moment that someone else says it, it just brings a solidification that no one can take from you. So when you start with relationships, build healthy ones. Build relationships that people can stand on. I remember when, yes, it was the last minute, but they came through for me. Now don't get it twisted. Don't just start doing things unorthodox and expect people to jump through hoops for you, because you got to have integrity and character about your business and about yourself. So when we talk about monetization, I want you to know that money talks and excuses walk. Say that with me. Say, money talks.
Money talks.
Excuses walk.
Excuses walk.
Money talks.
Money talks.
Excuses walk.
Excuses walk.
So when you're ready to sell your product or have something going on or get people to invest in your program, money talks. Excuses walk. If they're not within that circle, or they're not in a position to assist you. I used to say this about 20 years ago. I don't have many friends, but I have a lot of friends. And people used to look at me crazy. Because I say, if you can help me mentally, physically, spiritually, or monetarily, then you're my friend. But if you can't touch me in one of those four areas, you're not my friend, because you're not adding to my life. Goes back to relationships. Let's talk delegation. Now this is going to rub a couple of people the wrong way, but I'm going to say it anyway. Okay? As an entrepreneur, yes, you start off trying to do everything yourself, but if you don't understand the art of delegation, you're going to have some major problems, because your name is not Tony Atlas. You can't put everything on your shoulders. So if you can't put everything on your shoulders, my question to you is, why are you trying to carry them?
Yeah, that's real. Okay.
If you start a business, you got to have a vision, a business plan. If you start a business, you got to have a business plan. That business plan says that you can't be the end-all, meet-all when it comes to the business. If that is the case, you're going to have to adopt and learn the art of delegation. And the art of delegation, once you master it, is so sweet. See, right now, Michelle can't put on the event, take the event, do the drinks, do everything, and still be vibrant. It's not possible. You can't do it in your business and still have energy left over. Anyone who tells you differently is a fool, because it's just not humanly possible. So we got to understand that you can't carry the world on your shoulders. So that means you're going to have to partner up. Somebody say partner up.
Partner up.
Now, a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to partnering up. Because I started this business. I put this LLC together. This is my corporation.
Okay.
But how many of you understand that there is no I in team?
So right.
Not only is there no I in team, there's no I in bank.
No, I
There's no I in bank account. And there surely is no I in charge. See, because you have to understand how to be in charge. You have to understand how to delegate. You have to understand that you need a team in order for you to go further, faster. Together, everyone achieves more. If that's going to happen, I need a team. Either I'm going to be the speaker or I'm going to be the visionary. If I'm not the speaker or the visionary, then I'm going to have to be the doer. If I'm not one of them, then I'm going to have to be the one that brings it all together. That's it. That's the way business works. If you don't understand that, get out the kitchen. Because that is the truth. The other thing I want to talk to you about real quickly is organization. This is one of the hardest things for people to understand. You cannot run a business. Hear me clearly. You cannot run a business haphazardly. You can't be the accountant and the one in charge and the one making everything happen and still have order and structure.
Hey, I always said you can't have an organization with no organization.
I like it. You like it? I love it. So what we're really saying here is that without structure and systems, you're dead in the water. Everybody needs a structure and a system, whether it's a financial system, whether it's a system that's pulling in information, whether it's a system that's giving something. When you're talking, there's two things happening at the same time. What is that? Sending and receiving. If I get that organization mixed up, someone's not hearing. And if I'm not hearing, then someone's not conveying properly. If someone's not conveying properly, there'll be improper feedback. And the bottom line about business is to get dollars in the bank. Even the nonprofit has to produce. So when you begin to think about productivity, I want you to think about this. Productivity is the very essence of who you are. You were created to produce. Innately on the inside of you, you were created to solve a problem. If you're not solving a problem, you're merely existing. And if you're merely existing, the question is, why? That brings me to this one, humor. Humor. You gotta have humor in your business. You gotta be able to laugh at yourself, your failures, and your problems. But don't stay there. After you laugh, you're gonna start to weep. After you weep, you dry your eyes. After you dry your eyes, you stand up and you start laughing again. Why? Because you can only grow from laughing at yourself. The key is don't stay there. And make sure you do something with what you were laughing about. Today, I had an accounting problem. Tomorrow, that won't be the case. Tonight, I had to laugh. Tomorrow, I will be standing tall. So you gotta ask yourself, am I ready for this thing called business? Lastly, I want to talk to you about something very serious. Very serious. And the seventh tip is perseverance. If you don't have perseverance and commitment and fortitude, you have nothing. Because you'll start a whole lot of stuff and you never finish it. You gotta have and own your why. If you don't own your why, don't start. Because you'll start and stop. Start and stop. And what does perseverance do for you? As a child, I don't know if you guys had them, you know, you get the little dummy that can bounce back and forth. Some people call it the weeble wobble. That's the mentality of a person of productivity. I'm moving forward no matter how far I get pushed back. And when I get pushed back, the further back I go, the further forward I'll be moving. But I'll never stop because I'm weighted at the bottom with my vision. I'm weighted at the bottom with my mission. I'm weighted at the bottom because I've got passion that's going to continue to push me forward. Potential, everybody has it. Passion, you got to develop it. But productivity, you must maximize. Those are your 7 tips. Your 7 must-have tips to any business in any industry. What business you in?
Construction.
Construction. Why do you need potential in construction? In order to build this building, what will we need? Potential, an architect. We need somebody who can write it out. Why do you need passion? Because it could be 100 degrees outside. Why would I want to build this building? I don't see anybody, but potential tells me that it's coming. Why do I need productivity? Because after I get you to actually map out the plans and bring the people on board, I still got to get them to work. What business are you in?
Advertising and marketing.
Advertising and marketing. What's the potential of an advertising and marketing specialist? You can change the world with one picture. But if you don't understand your potential, how you can take that dead flower and make it a masterpiece, you'll never make a move. But it's the passion on the inside of you that says, I can take what looks dead and make it look alive to other people. But even having that ability still is not enough, because you got to reproduce it over and over and over again until somebody says, I gotta have that. Paintings on the wall, clothes on your back, whatever it is that you're doing, it all boils down to the 3 P's: potential, passion, and productivity. So I say again to you in my close, if I can see it, I can believe it.
God.
If I can believe it, I can run towards it. If it's possible, then I must produce it. Be innovative, be productive. Let's all live to produce.